What is going on, everybody? Welcome into episode number 435 of Underground Sports Philadelphia. It's your boy KB coming at you with a solo dolo show, as I do to begin your week each and every week. I do want to start trying to potentially get, guests on these episodes, whether they're, people who are covering teams, interesting people, to join us to talk about Philly sports. It's something that's crossed my mind, but you guys can let me know. But we got a lot to talk about. Just got back from Albany, New York, covering the PLL. PLL weekends are the best. Shout out to Paul and Mike Rabel, Joe Keegan, RJ Kaminsky, the whole crew with the PLL doing a fantastic job kicking off the season. We're going to talk about some of the Philly boys later on in the show. But, of course, we got big Phil stuff, big Eagle stuff, and you would miss out on a lot of it if you weren't following us on the socials at Underground PHI on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow me at KBIZZL311. Check out the website, undergroundsportsphiladelphia.com, for all of our written content. Subscribe to the podcast feed, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. We are there. Go run those things up. Leave the 5-star ratings and reviews on Apple and Spotify. It helps more people find the show, messes with the algorithm a bit, and gets us on the charts and lets more people find the show and join our fun conversations that we have each and every week. And also, you can join in and watch the show on YouTube. Go to YouTube, just search Underground Sports Philadelphia. It'll pop up there. We can't get the custom URL until we get to 1,000 subscribers. So be a friend, tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button, click the like button, the bell icon, comment down below, share the videos with your friends and family, all that good stuff. But run it up on YouTube and on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, because it really, really helps the show. Big thank you to our sponsors who make this show happen: Main Auto LLC, Ducharme's Pro Foot, Security 21 Security Systems, Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated, Mark Ronchetti CPA LLC, and the Dental Wellness Center of Vineland. Of course, Tomahawk Shades, the best small batch eyewear in the game. Go to tomahawkshades.com. Use our code USP for 25% off your order at tomahawkshades.com. Kenwood Beer. Go to kenwoodbeer.com. Use the Kenny tracker to see who's got Kenwood Beer on tap in the Philadelphia area. You got to be 21 or older to do so. And, of course, please drink responsibly. And the homies over at Bino. Go to binoboard.com. The Underground Bino League, we are setting up the pitch. DJ and I played a little not for the record preseason match when we were in Albany. Got the fingers going. You guys can go to binoboard.com and get ready for the UBL and use our code BINOUSP to get 10% off your order at binoboard.com. The UBL might be filming a match by the time you have seen this, first official match for the UBL. We got a lot of things coming with that, coming to the YouTube channel that you are going to absolutely love. First official company league for a very fun game coming to a man cave or she shed or tailgate near you. That's Bino USP at binoboard.com for 10% off your order. Let's get into it. Since the last time we spoke, the Phillies have officially fired Joe Girardi. That's right, Joe Girardi. Get him out of here. He's donezo. It's a wrap. The Joe Girardi era was just a disaster. He never came through when we needed him most. He always messed with the bullpen in terms of just not making the correct decisions. It seemed like nobody was motivated to play for him. It just didn't work, And from 2020 to 2022, it was just rough to waste 3 years of Bryce Harper's career like that. You never want to waste a superstar, and we wasted Bryce Harper for a ton of his tenure because of Joe Girardi. In 2020, he goes 28-32. Last season, 82-80, and this season, 22-29 in 51 games and gets fired. First manager this season to get fired, so hopefully, you guys placed those props over at Pickup to predict that he was going to get fired. But overall, he goes 132 and 141 in his Phillies tenure as manager. Not great. Not great. And post Girardi firing, Rob Thompson, his right-hand man, looks like the Penguin, comes in, and it was a beautiful thing. DJ and I were at the game. You're going to see parts of that from the vlog that's coming out on the channel later this week. But the Phillies come into a series against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, 1-12 all time against the Angels. And the Phillies go in on Friday night in the presence of Coach Deej, my co-host from OTB, and they put a shellacking on the Angels. 10-0 win. Bryce Harper goes yard twice. Kyle Schwarber goes yard twice. And the boy Bryson Stott, let the kids play. You feel me? Let the kids play. Bryson Stott goes yard for the very first time in his career, and the Phillies win 10-0, beat Shohei Ohtani, beat Mike Trout on Friday night. Then they go into Saturday's game, Zach Wheeler on the mound. Mind you, Zach Eflin pitched on Friday night fantastically. Fantastic performance by Zach Eflin. Goes 8 strong innings, leaves it up to the bullpen, who did not throw that game away whatsoever. Pardon the yawn. Your boy is still pretty beat from traveling this weekend. Saturday, Zach Wheeler on the mound. The Phillies win 7-2. And then yesterday, Sunday, things were not looking great at all during this game. The Phillies were down 5-0 early. Then it was 5-2 after the 5th inning. 8th inning rolls around. It's 6-2. Then, with 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, Bryce Harper steps to the plate. DJ and I are sitting in the press box in Albany covering the PLL while I have MLB.com open with just the game day play-by-play, just seeing the strike zone and the pitches. And I just see it flash across, say, Bryce Harper, ball in play, runs. And I was like, give me a bases-clearing double. Let's just, hopefully something happens here. Bryce Harper hits a grand slam, a game-tying second deck grand slam. Yeah, baby. Shout out John Kruk. Another fantastic reaction from him. Tom McCarthy with a beautiful call on the grand slam. The Phillies tie the game up 6-6 in the 8th inning. 9th inning rolls around, and the Phillies give up a run. And I tweet, you cannot lose this game after that grand slam. And then bottom of the 9th rolls around. Bryson Stott steps to the plate. And the Las Vegas boys, Viva Las Vegas. Bryson Stott walks it off with his second career home run, a 3-run jack, to give the Phillies their first sweep in franchise history over the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and now have 4 wins in franchise history against the Angels. A wonderful weekend for the Phillies. The offense came to life. The defense was playing pretty well for the most part. The pitching was stellar. And I don't know if this is sustainable. I don't know if this is, the spark that the Phillies needed to go on a run. I don't know how much they hated playing for Joe Girardi or not. But what I do know is something was different about this team for 3 games this weekend. And it showed flying colors that something changed. Something changed in this team, in their DNA, in their excitement, in their joy. They looked happy to be playing out there. And if this is the beginning of, us having a fun Phillies summer, let's go. Because they need it. They need this to be the spark plug for them to go out and have an opportunity to make the postseason for the first time since 2011. They're now 25-29, 11 games back in the division. But winning 4 in a row. And shout out to Pickup. You guys can go to playpickup.com, start playing the hottest headlines in sports, the NL East run differential for the entire season. Go check that out at playpickup.com. Rack up points on your fan profiles. Cash them in for prizes at playpickup.com. Phillies' second best run differential in the NL East. The Mets leading the way at plus 76. The Phillies, even though they're in third place, they're at plus 18. The Marlins are in third place in run differential at plus 7. The Braves at plus 4. And then the Nationals at minus 77. It has to be the spark that is going to ignite this team to go on a run. You know, like, excuse me. They play the Brewers starting on Tuesday in Milwaukee, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, before coming home to play Arizona and Miami all at home. And then you have 5 games against the Washington Nationals, which, to me, and how bad the Nationals have been, you should, at bare minimum, win 4 out of 5. You should be winning all 5. But it's a very long road trip for the Phils starting next weekend. 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th of June, they're in Washington. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th are all on the road against Texas and San Diego. It's 2 in Texas, 4 in San Diego, before you come home and play the Braves in a very pivotal series. And then the month of July, it's St. Louis, Washington, St. Louis on the road, Toronto on the road, Miami on the road, and then it's the All-Star game. So, very, very pivotal next few series for the Phillies with Milwaukee, who we saw already earlier this season. And then you have Arizona coming in. So, a little technical difficulties. If the audio sounds a little different, I apologize. I'm going to try to fix it after I get this episode finished for you all. But, I mean, the Phillies, they did the damn thing this weekend, and hopefully that continues moving forward into this series against the Brewers, into the series against Washington big time, and, of course, against the Atlanta Braves at the end of the month. But Joe Girardi's gone. We're cleansed of, mediocrity and poor attitudes. And, there's an article that came out, I think in the Philadelphia Inquirer, that Kyle Gibson's mom was watching a game, and she said that, it seemed like the team didn't want to be out there playing. Hey, maybe she's on to something. Maybe Kyle Gibson's mom knows a thing or two about baseball. Because it certainly looked that way for a long stretch of time, that the Phillies did not want to be out there playing baseball for Joe Girardi whatsoever. But I'm just excited for a new era of Phillies baseball, to come through. I did tweet this out. Since 1883, the United States has had 25 presidents since 1883. The Phillies in that time, since that's when they first came to fruition as an organization, since 1883, Rob Thompson is now manager 56 in Phillies history. We've had about more than double managers in Phillies history than we've had presidents since 1883. Let that sink in. It's pretty wild. But Rob Thompson, arguably manager of the year if this keeps up. If he keeps this run up, I don't know. I know 111 games is tough to justify a manager of the year since you weren't there from the start, but hell, that's bright skies ahead in my book if Rob Thompson can execute a manager of the year campaign as an interim manager. That would be something. I don't know if any interim manager has ever won manager of the year. That's an interesting one. If you know that, tweet at me or comment on YouTube or in the Apple Podcast reviews if you know the answer to that one, because I certainly don't, and I'd be intrigued to find out for sure. The other story I have is this DeSean Jackson interview from the I Am Athlete pod, where he talked about Donovan McNabb basically not respecting him and telling Michael Vick that when they were playing, obviously, this was when both Vick, McNabb, DeSean were all in the Eagles. When DeSean Jackson got elected to the Pro Bowl as a wide receiver and as a kick returner, he was the first player in NFL history to receive that honor of being elected as a starter for two different positions. Now, apparently, allegedly, according to DeSean and according to LaShawn McCoy, who was on that episode, Donovan told Michael Vick that he didn't think DeSean Jackson deserved that, which I think is absolutely insane. Like, that is your wide receiver that you're throwing the ball to, and you're claiming that he doesn't deserve honors that you're helping him get to simply because the other one was special teams. Like, what are we talking about? DeSean Jackson is an icon in this city, will forever be an icon in this city. Donovan McNabb has started to rub people the wrong way a lot more, I think, than when he was playing, because of a lot of the things he says or a lot of the stories that come out about Donovan McNabb. It is quite wild to even sit here and think that DeSean Jackson shouldn't deserve honors that he rightfully earned in his career. Like, who else was going to earn that honor? Like, Devin Hester was not a good wide receiver, but he was a fucking elite kick returner and punt returner. DeSean Jackson was great at both for a very long stretch of time. And to say that he doesn't deserve to be the first to ever do it is insane to me. DeSean Jackson's an absolute icon and should be a Hall of Famer. And I can't wait to see what Donovan McNabb says about that, because that's insane to me. This is the clip.
I got a special story. Like, Donovan, we cool, no beef, none of that. I'm not trying to clickbait on the shit him and T.O. got, but
Yeah,
I remember.
but can you relate to T.O.?
Yeah, he can.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm telling them about a
okay.
situation that I got. I don't speak for no other man with another man's situation. Whatever their issues is, their issues. My problem was, so Michael Vick was there. This the year when Michael Vick came in and he was about to replace him.
Doing Wildcat stuff. He's only doing Wildcat stuff.
But the year after that is when they shipped. They trade him to Washington.
Yep.
So that year, that's when I made it for Pro Bowl. The first player in NFL history to make Pro Bowl for two positions.
Watch this.
Two positions. First player in NFL history to make Pro Bowl for two
Okay,
positions.
okay, Jack.
You get what I'm saying? So when the ballots came out,
He just threw that in there.
Hey, teammates, listen to this story though.
when the ballots came out and they found out that I was the first player in NFL history to get elected to start in the Pro Bowl for two positions, my starting quarterback tells Michael Vick, like damn, I don't think he should have. I don't think he should have got that. He shouldn't have deserved that. Like, you telling another quarterback that your receiver,
As a receiver,
you throw to, your receiver that you throw to, that he didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
Did you ever?
I ain't never said nothing to him about it.
And he made you buy the tickets for the
For
party.
what?
He made you buy the tickets for his party.
Yeah, you feel
You need
me?
two? Yeah, that's gonna cost you $25.
All-white
All
party.
white party.
Who had an all-white party?
McNabb.
See, he was one of the most cheapest, richest motherfuckers you could know. Well, he
you
make you
mean?
pay for everything. Yeah. I remember Hank Baskett, another little story. Hank Baskett, we had the
Hank
all-white
Baskett.
party. You remember Hank Baskett? We had the all-white party.
Hank
I'm a rookie.
Baskett.
You know how you got the little haze? He's like, yeah, we at the party. We about to go. You about to buy some bottles. I looked at him and said, I'm not buying no bottles for you. I'm a young street in L.A. I'm not buying shit. You gotta go buy your own bottle.
Right.
I ain't no rookie hazing. I ain't had to do nothing. I ain't had no rookie dinners. I ain't had to do none of that.
That's insane. That's insane to me that Donovan McNabb was just that dumb and inconsiderate and wild. It's disrespectful on so many levels. I don't care how old or young somebody is, or how talented you are or someone else is. It's crazy to not support your own teammates. It's nuts to me. But yeah, Donovan, not looking good for you there, pal. Not a good look. Not a good look, especially with LaShawn McCoy there. Kind of facilitating, like, yo, tell this story, tell that story. Kind of makes it all seem legit, which I'm not saying it's not, but to have that validation right there with you is pretty damning evidence for Donovan McNabb. Unreal. Like I said, I was in Albany this past weekend for the PLL. So we have an Albany vlog, myself and DJ, coming out on the YouTube channel later this week. And the Philly boys popped off in Albany, putting up points left and right. Matt Rambo, Ryan Ambler, Michael Sowers, all Philly boys doing the damn thing for their respective teams. And we're going to be talking about it a ton on the Outside the Box podcast, but got to give props to the Philly boys as the PLL season gets underway now. And big shout out to, like I said, to the entire PLL team, the front office, Mike Rabel, Paul Rabel, RJ Kaminsky, Joe Keegan, the rest of the crew, the ESPN broadcast. Just an honor and a pleasure and a privilege to be a small cog in covering the league, and getting a chance to be part of these weekends is something I definitely don't take for granted. So big thanks to everybody involved with the PLL. Be back on the road in a couple weeks on Long Island, in Baltimore, and then have some time off in July before the end of July rolls around. I'll be in Connecticut, and then it's the postseason is when I'll be back out on the road. So go check out the Outside the Box podcast. We got a ton of stuff coming out over there very, very soon, including a big-time pod coming at you on Friday. Bit of a shorter episode. Wanted to talk about, Girardi being fired, which I'm sure we'll go into even more depth about on Wednesday night with myself and Matt. Wanted to talk about the Angels game that DJ and I went to, and of course the Phillies sweeping the Angels for the first time since forever, because they have never done that. And a first win since June 9th, 2003. Almost the anniversary there. 20-year anniversary of the first win against the Angels. Crazy. But yeah, make sure you guys are following us on the socials at Underground PHI on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me at KBIZZL311. Follow Matt on Twitter at Matt Castorina. Check out the website, undergroundsportsphiladelphia.com, for all of our written content. Subscribe to the podcast feed, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. Subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Hit the like button, the bell icon, and of course, like I just said, subscribe. Be a friend, tell a friend, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, where you get full video episodes of every single Underground Sports Philadelphia podcast, plus Underground Sports originals like Underground Cheesesteaks coming to the YouTube very, very soon, and Just a Kid from Vineland, the Jameel Demby docuseries that we're going to be working on. The teaser is out now, so you can go check that out, plus a whole lot more, including OTB vlogs from every single road trip we'll be on this summer. So what is there not to like on the YouTube channel, Big thank you to our sponsors who make this show happen: Main Auto LLC, Ducharme's Pro Foot, Security 21 Security Systems, Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated, Mark Ronchetti CPA LLC, and the Dental Wellness Center of Vineland, and of course Tomahawk Shades, Pickup, Kenwood Beer, and Bino. Everything about them is linked in the description of the podcast and on YouTube, so go check them out. Big thank you to them for hooking up the show. This has been a post-road trip exhausted episode of Underground Sports Philadelphia, episode number 435. I'm your boy KB, and until Wednesday night, I'm getting the heck out of here and hopefully getting some sleep. Peace.